What's up with it, y'all, man? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Make sure you hit that like and sub, man, and also hit them notifications too. Here's another Polo motivation, bruh. Look, man, I grind too much for the bullshit, for real. I grind too much. You know about what you got, whatever you got going, just keep it moving. You know, like if you if you stay concerned with other stuff that doesn't bring progress to your life, then it's not gonna evolve you. You understand what I'm saying? Like you look at all these stars and entertainers and stuff, and I know a lot of them probably got egos and stuff, a lot of athletes and stuff like that. But just think about all the time about them. About too hard, somebody that's trying to like, or trying to pull like little about mediocre mediocre talk. If it's not about progressing, if it's not about elevating, it's not about evolving, I don't want to have nothing to do with it, really. But a lot of guys in there, man, they waste that. Man, that's time that you could be doing something else on, and everybody doesn't see. They don't see the point. Not everybody sees the point in that. Uh, I'll put it to you like this: the guys that are sitting there walking and running and everything, I'm gonna just say running. They're too busy running. They're too busy trying to get in, get to that goal or whatnot that they're trying to reach. While you sitting there watching that guy running and talking about that guy running, I mean, ain't no point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna sit up here and get into some unnecessary field drama that possibly could bring havoc to my life. And a lot of people, you gotta be careful with those types of people that you associate with. Look, I stay busy. Like, see, if you stay busy, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Now, look, hey, I'm not telling you not to take no downtime. Not to enjoy yourself every now and then and stuff, but make sure that it's around positive people. Make sure that it's around people that you could trust. It's around people that it's a circle of people that have your best interest at heart. You don't want to be around no negativity because the more negativity that you bring around, like I notice around like when I get around a lot of people, you could snuff out the ones that immediately want to sit there and try to drag you into some bullshit. Man, like and see they'll be trying their best to that point where you just absolutely snap and have to let them know. And then after that, guess what? Then they'll try to make you out to be the bad guy. They'll try to make you out to be the person that's even causing the trouble when it's really that individual trying to drag you into, some drama or something like that. Even with females, like a lot of females, man, they'll try to drag you into some bullshit. Like say for instance, man, you the top football player in the league. You the top football player. You the top football player that's on the team, or you the star quarterback because that's what women love. They most likely love the quarterback. Well, you she's gonna be chasing you because you the head dude in charge. You the guy that everybody's looking at. So she want to make sure that your focus and your attention is going to be on her to believe it or not, probably to make herself look good. It's not for and this is another thing. This is another thing. Like the more attention that you bring to yourself, the more likely you're gonna have some bullshit that's gonna come. I'm telling you. So I'm not no attention grabber. I've never been about notoriety. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like it be cats that I knew back in the days, man, that was really hitting them streets hard and everything. And there would always be these other guys, man, that would be on Front Street. What's up? I see you in the building. Hey, we're gonna talk about some football later. I talk about we gotta talk about things. Talk about that, talk about the car, talk about we gotta talk about all that mo I got this. Da, 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 da. But really it'd be the quiet ones that really don't say that much that have the most money, or they might have all the females. They'll be like, hey, are you like oh, or something like that. And let's say Rodney is the loud one. He's the one that's always on Front Street. Yeah, I got the best clothes. I got the most money and all that other stuff. But really, he really don't have that much money. He just trying to front like he do, and he get into a situation where he has to, and guess what? It's Jerome, and Jerome ends up bailing him out in front of the female. Well, guess who the female gonna go with? She gonna hop on Jerome's. You know what? You know what I'm saying? She she gonna be on Jerome because she know that Jerome is the one. He packing with everything, packing with the money, probably packing down there. Not that we know about it. Pause. He packing. He packing. He got the whips and everything, but he's quiet about it. But the thing about it is that Jerome is smart because he he's smart about what he do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with I was talking about Pat Mahomes yesterday. See, he's not out there spending his money on cars and fashion and clothes and stuff like that. You know what he's doing? He's investing his money. He's taking that money, he's investing it to where he don't have to play football for the rest of his damn life. And that's what I was saying about guys like Udonis Haslam stuff. I'm not saying that they didn't make any smart investment moves, but what is the point of him playing if he's sitting on the bench and everything? Now this doesn't really. I'm kind of digressing a little bit, but I'm just giving a prime example. Like, but that's neither here nor there. It's about really not paying attention to stupid stuff, man. Stupid stuff that's not gonna elevate you. Stupid stuff that's not gonna make you better. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay attention to that sort of thing. Because if you engage in it 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be a part of it. And once you're a part of it, guess what? Then it's gonna consume you. A lot of people make the prime mistake of getting involved in unnecessary chaos. But I don't know, man. Like, I grew up around, so I grew around it to the point where I was even like when you talk about sports is chaos. Sports is chaos. Yeah, I mean, you go in the locker room, it's chaotic. Basketball environment, chaotic. So I wanted it to be quiet where I was at. I wanted it to be quiet, like you know what I'm saying. I wanted to get away from a lot of that stuff, But everybody's different. Everybody they don't have that type of mentality. They actually think that mentality is weak or something like that. But that's not the case. That's not the case. The reason why I do these polo motivations, man, is because, for one, a lot of people don't even know how to move in life. They don't know how to move in life. And for two, a lot of people are so consumed with the bullshit that they don't even know how to get out of the trap that they're in. It might be somebody, man, that's like super focused on doing various in their life, doing there's a certain dilemma that they're having trouble getting up out of. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they allowed the bullshit to clog their brain. You know what I'm saying? And me, I don't let that sort of thing bother you. There's always gonna be people talking about, oh yeah, well, you're unable to accomplish this. That's bullshit. You're never gonna make it at this. Tell them it's bullshit. You gotta be able to understand where your potential lies, where your true potential lies. Because a lot of people don't even understand their true potential. They don't even understand. They have no clue of how much they can gain out of life. If they really just got out there and really just tried and really put the muscle down on what they're doing. You know, some of y'all are stuck in a place where you just stuck. Now you gotta force a change. Like when you working out, whenever you working out, and whenever you're trying to get back into what you once were, you might trying to be at a certain like body type that you were back in the day. You got that little picture or that you online that you said, man, I used to look like this. You trying to get back to what you were. Well, in order for you to get back to what you once were, that first step that you're gonna have to take is really forcing a change. You have to really force a change within your body. And the only way that you're gonna do that is by being aggressive with your approach. You know, you look at some of these people out here that always they always got some sort of drama tied to them or something. I'm like, I'll tell a person real quick, and some of them they don't like when I tell them that. I'm like, look, take it somewhere else. Take it somewhere else because I'm not with it. And they'll that because it shows not financial gain. It's showing a financial gain. You're not getting nothing out of that if you sitting there and you inviting the drama, you inviting the bullshit. Seriously, some of y'all got to realize, man. I mean, don't. Well, I'm not telling you to put yourself under any type of clock or anything like that. You know, like don't say like, hey, the clock is ticking or anything like that. Don't do that because then if you look at it like that, then you're gonna you're gonna put more stress. You're gonna do more stress uh, than good, or more harm than good. No, just look at it from a standpoint. Okay, I know where I'm at. I know what I need to achieve. Now, how am I gonna get there? Don't be like, oh man, I should have did this and already. It's too late for me. I should have did that already. It's too late for me. No, don't look at it like that. You're not supposed to look at it like that because a lot of people they get hung up on the fact. I always talking about age. Like I talked about this a long time ago in another Polo motivation. I said don't get hung up on age. You know, you're not supposed to let any of that stuff define you. You're not supposed to let your age define you. You're not supposed to let your looks define you. You're not supposed to let any of that stuff define who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to let any of that stuff do any of that stuff. So that's the bullshit that you need to stay away from. Even that stuff that starts to come in your brain, like you might have a negative thought that might come in your brain, and it might end up saying something negative. Go ahead, meditate, and do your best to get it up out of your brain. Do your best to get it up out of your brain. Because the more you think about it, the more that thought comes, you're just gonna be consumed with the bullshit. Does it happen to me? Absolutely. Always happens. It always happens. But I thank the Most High. I thank Him for uh, being able to bless me with the mentality to say, okay, I'm not finna let this thought take over my mind by any means. And some of y'all let jealousy, y'all let envy, y'all let hate, y'all let anger, y'all let deception, y'all let all of that clog your mind. It clogs your mind. It's just like a drain. Uh, uh, it won't run properly if it's clogged. So think about you. You're not functioning properly. You're probably not working out as hard as you used to. You know why? Because you're sitting there and you're worried about what's going on in your relationship. So you're like, man, you probably have all these thoughts that you want to do in the gym, you want to get out there, you want to work out and everything, you want to lose that weight and everything, but you so stressed out about what's going on in your relationship to where, like, guess what? It's mentally and physically draining and emotionally draining. That's when you have to be like, you know what? I'm gonna work against it. And guess what? As soon as you work against it and you work out with all that stress and stuff like that, go super hard and stuff. After a while, you're gonna be so used to doing that that you're not gonna think about that no more. Some of y'all are so stressed out at your job and everything that you can't even you putting so much pressure on yourself that you can't even go and go out and go have fun with the people that you used to chill with. You know why? Because you're so consumed with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to do, you got to force yourself to have fun. You got to force yourself to say, oh, look, I'm going to have a good time. You got to force yourself, hey, look, I'm going to chill with my people. You got to force yourself to be, uh, that person as far as getting out and having a good time and stuff, like you once used to. You know, that's what you have to do. But some of y'all won't allow it. Some of y'all will not allow it. Y'all won't allow any any type of change to take place. Change is good for a lot of things. Change is good for your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, and your spirit. You have to inflict the change. If 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 you consume with the bullshit, man, get rid of that because bullshit ain't nothing but toxic. Some of y'all might be like, "What type of bullshit you talking about?" Man, shoot, where can I start? Where can I start? Let's start with let's start with drama on YouTube. Heh, drama on YouTube, drama on social media. You know, man, don't entertain that because guess what? You the one. Hey, everybody else is being entertained by that bullshit that they probably putting you through because they laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? Don't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what other type of bullshit? Yeah, don't like in terms of uh females, or for vice versa for females, you know, men. You know what I'm saying? You might be a female, just want to focus on accomplishing, doing whatever. But guess what? You got that one friend that's always coming around. Your homegirls. It could be a number of them, and they don't have the same type of focus as you. They don't have the same type of drive as you. They don't have the same type of mindset you do. But you keep letting them come around. Guess what? You inviting. You inviting bullshit. That's what you inviting. You inviting the bullshit. So you ain't never gonna get nowhere. You know why? Because you clogged. Your mind is clogged. Your spirit is clogged. Your physical is clogged. If you in a another example, if you're in a toxic relationship, get up out of there as fast as possible because it's not bettering you. It's not bettering any type of situation. You're not learning from it. You're not growing from it. You're not evolving from it. You're not doing any of that. Even with social media, you might spend too much time on social media, more time that you spend with your family, more time than you spend in your relationship. Uh, it's taken away from the important things in life. Get away from it. Because guess what? It's still gonna be there when you're not there. Whether you leave or you don't. Life in itself. Nobody wants to face the music. Nobody wants to face the music. And sometimes you're gonna stand alone and talk. They invite toxic things into their life. They invite the bullshit into their life, and it prevents them from truly progressing and reaching their full potential of what they want to do. If you want to accomplish like six, seven things at once, don't let nobody tell you, oh yeah, well you better take it. Man, just do one thing at a time. You're not gonna be able to do this, or you're not gonna be able to do that. Don't let them tell you that. Don't let them tell you none of that. You do what you want to do. You know why? They're telling you bullshit. They telling you bullshit. Or you complaining to somebody, man, I feel like nobody's listening. Man, you should care less of who's listening to you or not. Because if you're trying to tell people something and they not getting the message, hey, that's on them if they miss it. That's not on me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But then don't come crying again and stuff. Oh, well, I needed it. Nah, you should have listened to me the first time. You should have listened to me the first time. But then they want to come with the bullshit and try to clog your brain, try to pull you down. You know, man, you better take whatever craft that you're trying to work on, whatever business that you're trying to build, whatever workout goal that you have, uh, whatever family goals that you have, uh, whatever accomplishments that you're trying to reach in life. You better focus on that and don't focus on nothing else. Because this world, like I just said a minute ago, this world is gonna move whether you do or don't. If you at a standstill, guess what? The world is still moving. I'm never at a standstill. I never stop moving. I'm always doing something, you know, always doing something, always into something, like into something positive though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in consuming the bullshit. And you never know, what you're doing, what you're doing. A lot of other people, they might not sit up there and tell you, but they wish that they could do the stuff that you don't. Like if you want to get started with something, stop saying, "Well, I'm gonna get it started. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do." No, just like I said, just go ahead and jump right into it. Because if the bullshit clogs your brain, guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna do it, and you're just gonna continue being a procrastinator. You might not even feel like you're getting anywhere because you done helped a lot of people out. You feel like people have deserted you. You feel like people uh, don't have your back. Don't worry about none of that. That's just the bullshit that's clogging your brain. That's just the bullshit that's clogging your brain. You might not want to do the stuff that other people want to do. Other people might not want to do what you're doing. Don't focus on that. Don't question yourself. Don't question your morals. You know where your morals lie. You know where your morals lie. I don't need anybody to tell me anything. And don't want to. Do I take advice? Yes, I do take. Don't get it twisted. I love constructive criticism, but see, unfortunately, you have people that aren't being constructive. They're being destructive, and 9 times out of 10, they want you to fail rather than succeed. You know, I don't sit up here uh, worried about, oh yeah, I got this, I got that, I'm shining, and all this other stuff. Nah, I'm not. I'm too focused. I'm too driven on several different things. And when you have a lot of goals that you're trying to reach, and you have a lot of accomplishments that you're trying to get, man, you don't have time for that type of bullshit. Drama and conflict, that ain't nothing. Drama and conflict, that's gonna do nothing but drive you down. You might not be sick of it. You might not be sick of it now, but sooner or later you will. You will. It kills me, man. Guys, I always talk about what I don't want to be around nothing negative and all this other stuff. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, because you consume it. You consume it. You're the first one consuming it. Like being in the gym, you're the first one in the gym, last one to leave. That you the first one consuming all the unnecessary drama, all the unnecessary bullshit. You know, that's what you're doing. You sitting there slipping because you so focused on the unnecessary drama that's taking place outside of here. So guess what? That in turn takes away from what you got going. You want to copy. You want to copy everything. You want to copy everything that everybody's trying to do. You want to be affiliated with everything that everybody's affiliated with. No, no, don't do that. That doesn't that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you evolve in life. If you take if you take a different route, I guarantee you, after a while, that route that you're taking, everybody else is going to want to take that route that you're taking. But the fact that you're so busy following the route that everybody's taking and stuff like that, it just you behind the crowd, so you're never gonna be able to get in the front. Whereas if you establish your own your own lane and develop your own lane, guess what? Those people are gonna be following you. They're gonna be looking, hey man, why is such and such taking that way? It's sort of like when Forrest Gump was running in the movie Forrest Gump. Some of y'all might know what Forrest Gump is. Some of y'all don't. But Forrest Gump was with Tom Hanks, and go check it out. It's an old movie. But Forrest Gump was running, and he just decided just to run, and he ran pretty much across the country, and people were wondering why he was running. And guess what? Some people thought he was crazy. Some people thought that he had something wrong with him. But guess what? They started following him, and that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You can't let unnecessary bullshit throw you off your pedestal at all, because it's gonna come. It's gonna be professional drama, professional and corporate drama, relationship drama, BS, athletic drama, BS, home life drama, BS, family drama, BS. But you got to learn to separate yourself. Separation is not bad. Believe it or not, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes you have to separate yourself uh, in order for you to bring true value to what it is that you're trying to do. But as long as you keep on consuming the bullshit, you're not gonna go nowhere, and you don't want to go nowhere. You're gonna remain stuck, and you're gonna be like a dog chasing its own tail. You're gonna be chasing your own bullshit. Me, I don't chase nothing. You know what I chase? I chase the next challenge. I chase the next accomplishment. But if you chase the bullshit, oh yeah, you're gonna get it. Like I said, if you looking for that smoke, oh, it's gonna come. And see, some of y'all look for the smoke, and then when the fire comes, then y'all back away. Y'all don't want none of it. If somebody's too honest or too brutally honest for you or something like that, guess what? Then you want to back away from it. If somebody you always saying something about somebody, you always talking bullshit to a person or something like that. But then when it comes back to you, guess what? You be the first one emotional. You be the first one. Oh man, I can't believe he said that to me. Nah, So you could dish out that shit, but you can't take it. You better get up out of here. That's why a lot of y'all can't survive. A lot of y'all can't. A lot of y'all don't know how. Y'all wouldn't know what to do if all of your resources were taken away from you. A lot of y'all would not know how. Y'all don't have the know-how to do anything. You know, much less know how to survive when it comes to communicating with people. But we just talking about you surviving in life. But all y'all want to do is consume the bullshit. Y'all don't want to separate yourself from it. Like it's like some of these panels that I get on. I haven't been on in quite some time, but like I'll listen to some of these panels, and some of these guys, man, they truly have an agenda, and their agenda is to start bullshit. Uh, which you know what I'm saying, you can't help what a person does. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be who they are. But some of these guys don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I'm not talking about sports panels or anybody, you know, affiliated with the LDBC or anything like that. I'm talking about if you go and you really try to have a genuine conversation uh, to agree to disagree on something, you know, stuff that has to do with life. Some of these people, you might think that they're in their 30s or something like that, but they conversate as if they're 12 years old. They're in the mindset of a 12-year-old, you know, and they'll try to drag you into that 12-year-old bullshit, into uh, that that high school type of mindset, when really you should be able to conversate and be able to agree to disagree on on a on an elevated level. What's up with it, TJ? I see you in the building. Y'all go subscribe to TJ Sports Talk. But it's gonna be like that sometimes. It's gonna be like that. And look, and I don't never, I never let it stop me. I never let it bother me. You know, but see, there's too many people that aren't as strong minded as me. I don't let little small stuff bother me. If you sit there and you let that bullshit clog your brain, you're never gonna accomplish anything. Never. It's a sickness. It's a sickness, and it's a disease. For real, bullshit is a sickness and a disease, and you got to handle it. You got to take care of it. You got to treat it. You got to cure it, man. Because if you don't cure it, it's gonna consume you. No, don't worry about if people don't want to be associated with you because you're not with the drama, you're not with the bullshit. Don't worry about that because guess what? A lot of these guys, man, that that don't have a lot of issues, a lot of drama, a lot of stuff surfacing in their life. Guess what they're doing? They're elevating their life. That's like okay, the nerd in school, right? The nerd in school, he used to always get picked on. They used to always laugh at him and stuff like that. But guess what? He he never said anything. He got picked on, always got talked about. Dude was probably making better grades than everybody. And guess what? He was the one graduating. He was the one finishing first in everything in terms of academics. And guess what? He probably driving that 2020 something that's being imported from overseas or something like that. Living in a 5 bedroom house, got money in the bank, got a couple businesses, and guess where you stuck at? The one that was laughing at him, the one that was poking fun of him, the one that was always talking down on him. Guess where you stuck at? You a nobody. And you know why? Because that dude didn't entertain the bullshit that you was talking. He was probably always alone. He was an eyeball out, everything. He didn't listen to the bullshit. So you can't let that bullshit clog your brain, and you can't consume it either. That stuff that stuff that you consuming into your soul. See, the eyes are the window to the soul. That stuff that you consuming, it, it's gonna be a part of you in some form or fashion. You might be like, nah, I'm good. But in some form or fashion, that bullshit is gonna be stuck with you. You know, so you can't be surprised. You're like, man, why is all this stuff taking place with me, man? What happened with this and what happened with that? It's because you consuming bullshit. You got bullshit around you. You know, you can't sit there and get mad at anybody else but yourself. You can't sit here blaming the most high, blaming this person, blaming that person. They didn't have nothing to do with that. That was your fault. You put yourself in that predicament. You put yourself in that predicament. You have control. You have control over what takes place in your life. So if you say that you're gonna sit there and uh, you want to, let's say you want to work at for the fire department or something, right? Or you trying to get a state, federal, or government job or something like that, and the only thing that you do all day is you game all day, you drinking and you smoking, and you probably maybe filled out maybe one application, haven't taken no course of action. Guess what? You're not going to see no results. But there's people out there on a daily basis doing like a hundred uh, applications and talking to people, uh, getting familiar of what that career path that they choose is about. They're trying to sit there. They're trying to make moves. They're actually getting up and walking to these places. If you know, because some people will make an excuse. Well, I ain't got no car. I can't ride. Man, hello. Well, man, I ain't got no money for Uber and all this other stuff. Man, don't make no don't make no excuses. What's up, LA Live? I see you in the building. Go subscribe to LA Sports Live. You know, a lot of people wish upon a star. Like, man, I wish this never took place. I wish that never took place and all this other stuff. Man, yeah, you did. Because you want to consume the bullshit. You want to consume the bullshit. Man, I wish I never met her. Yeah, you did. Because the first time you eased off up in that box, guess what? You was you was nullified. I mean, you was out of this world, man. Now you ready to go. Now she's a pain in the ass. Man, no, it's because you invited the bullshit. So you don't have nobody but to blame but yourself. oh man, I hate this job, or I hate doing this, or man, I hate Facebook, I hate YouTube, I hate IG, and all this other stuff. No, you don't, because you still steadily looking at other people's pages, wondering, oh, okay, well, what's this person talk about? It might be a person that you absolutely can't stand. You know what I'm saying? But you so focused on what they doing on their IG, on their Twitter, on their Twitch or whatever, and they evolving or something like that. And then you like, oh man, I can't stand them. Da, 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 da. Man, you know what? I'm gonna get off of here and all this other stuff. Shoot, that's fine, because that person gonna grow with or without you. You can't get caught up in what they saying and what they not saying. Can't get caught up in that. You said a lot of us out here need to work on awareness, bro. We are usually the cause of our own problems. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. If misery brings company, you know what I'm saying? Like if you if you're looking for drama, you're eventually gonna find it. It's like a young boy that never grew up around a rough neighborhood. Never grew up around the hood. He been in the suburbs his whole entire life. Grew up in a nice neighborhood and everything, but he was always in the room wishing that he could be affiliated with something or be affiliated with the streets or something like that, right? And then he actually gets a taste of it, and then he finds out, okay, man, shoot, I wasn't really cut like this. That's a prime example of what's going on in our society. Well, one of the things that's going on in our society. As soon as you get a taste of something, as soon as you get a taste of that bullshit, then you want to be like, oh, no, no, you know what? This ain't for me. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that because you can't say, oh, yeah, this is what I signed up for. Man, no, this is absolutely what you signed up for. This is what you wanted. So when it gets handed to you, you can't dodge it. You can't duck no smoke. Now there's some good genuine people that really don't want to be associated with that type of lifestyle or whatever, and they'll tell you in a heartbeat, I don't want to be associated with that lifestyle. Those are the people that are going to be going places. Those are the people that's not focused on the bullshit. Those are the people that are actually trying to make moves in life. Those are the people that are actually going to try to evolve. You know, like you got a lot of people on here. They make they'll make social media their dominant force. Like this is the only thing. This is their only outlet and everything. You know, and 90% of what they're consuming is toxic, is bullshit. So guess what they do? The output that they give to people, guess what? It's always bullshit. It's always bullshit. You can't sit there and try to be a victim of something that you're wanting to consume. That's on you. That's your fault. That's your mindset. That's your mindset to get involved in trouble. That's your mindset to start unnecessary drama. That's your mindset to say, okay, hey, look, yeah, I'm gonna be involved in something negative or whatever. And then you end up getting yourself caught up in something that you really shouldn't. Guess what happens? Shit hits the fan. That's your fault. You know, when really you should be working on your weaknesses. You should be working on your weaknesses and uh, continuing sharpening on your strengths. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to continue to get even weaker in the areas that they are weak, which makes absolutely no sense at all. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You were born. A lot of people feel like, oh yeah, you were just born to die. Nah, you were born to live. But if you had that mentality, like, okay, yeah, I was born to die and everything, then you, man, you might as well just go ahead, man, and just say, hey, Maker, I'm ready for you to come. I'm ready for you. I'm ready to meet you, Maker, because your your destiny in life should be progress. It should be evolution. It should be not allowing the bullshit to be around you. That's not and if bullshit comes, air it out quick because see now see this is another thing. Now if the bullshit does come and it comes like un unwillingly, like where you just like it just happened to come from somewhere, then it's something that you're gonna just have to deal with. But and it might be something that you not even looking for. It might be some bullshit around where you're the positive person and everything, but because you invited that negative company around you, guess what? Then that's gonna come steering your way. A situation like that, you gotta understand that you have to set a protocol for your life. You have to set a protocol for your life. You have to set standards for your life, and it's just unfortunate, man. A lot of our brothers, we don't do that. We don't do that. We look at other people's standards and say, okay, I'm gonna go by that standard. No, that person's standard is way different from yours. Some of you might have similar standards, but either way, you have to be able to develop your own standards, have your own protocol, have your own morals, have your own values and stuff. Because like when you growing up with your parents or wherever whatever environment that you grew up with or whatever guardian you was with or whatever background it came from, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go by whatever background that you go by when you first initially step up in the world, because you haven't your mind is fresh. You haven't been hit with the world yet. You don't have any type of world experience. But then once you start getting that life experience, once you start getting that world experience, once it starts hitting you, then you start to develop, okay, all right, I got it. I'm gonna develop this or I'm gonna develop that. But see, some of y'all, when your backs get against the wall, you try to revert back to the morals and the values that you were taught and everything, which is it'll work to a degree, but you have to understand, okay, what have I learned? What have I consumed in the society? What have I built upon? What have I accomplished? And that's what you need to know. You need to know. Just because you're a product of your own environment, that that's not really a bad thing. Because there's lots of guys, man, that grew up in the hood and were complete are really successful. But then again, there's lots of people who grew up in the suburb, had everything that they wanted, and guess what? They're not doing jack shit. They're doing the complete opposite of what that guy that grew up in poverty is doing. They probably had everything handed to them. They were in a great position, but they constantly made mistakes, you know, and that goes back to what I was talking about, having the bullshit around you. You know, don't get it twisted now. I talk about everything on the channel, man. I talk about everything, and it's only going to get even better. It's only going to get even better because I have two other channels. My other channel is Polo Sports News Plus, and then also I have a fitness channel as well. It's On the Fly Fitness. So if you want to get yourself in shape, if you're trying to get right and all of that, go ahead and jump on there. I'm going to be coming with some new material. Uh, it's going to be coming pretty soon and everything. So just look out for it, man. But besides all that, man, like I said, man, get that unnecessary bullshit away from you ASAP because it's not helping you. It's not helping you progress. Until then, man, it's Polo Sports Talking ENT. Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe. Uh, and this has been our Polo Motivation, and I'll holler at y'all.